Everybody, and welcome back to Edmonton Aviation. And today I have a model review for this Gemini Jets 1-400 scale Air Canada Airbus a220-300. So let's get right into it. I already have an Air Canada Airbus a220-300 in the Trans Canada Airlines retro livery. So this is the first one I have in the regular livery, and I got it because I wanted one more Air Canada plane. So then I had one more plane to deal with for the Air Canada winter route to Cancun. So let's get right into the box. As you can see, look inside. It says 1-400 scale die-cast model aircraft. 2D drawing of the aircraft, Gemini Jets, made for collectors by collectors. On the other side says Gemini Jets, 1-400 scale die-cast model item number GJACA2167. Another drawing of the aircraft, an Airbus A220-300. Gemini Jets, 1-400 die-cast model, highly collectible, superior quality, realistic metal landing gear, detailed printed graphics, as real as it gets features. And then the same stuff on the other sides. Right here we have the picture of the aircraft climbing, as real as it gets. Some stuff there, social media stuff, Air Canada design, Boeing and Airbus stuff, and 2023 Gemini Jets Las Vegas. So then now let's get right into the model, but first I'm going to show you the inside of the flap. As you can read this if you want, pause it. Now let's get into the best part, which is the aircraft. So as you can see, the A220 is a Canadian built airplane which was built by Bombardier. Then they sold it to Airbus after a lot of problems, and Porter Airlines nearly bought it, and then they decided to go with the E195 E2. So let's look at let's start off on the right side. We have the boarding door, maple leaf, and the Air Canada writing, a baggage cargo door, cockpit windows, nose, gear, engines are black and they're highly detailed. Landing gear do roll, and the winglets have black on the inside and have a maple leaf on the outside or inside, if you can see that. Camera's pretty blurry though. We have on the wings ailerons, flaps, and the arrows for where you can step, and the windows are highly detailed as well. The registration is Charlie-Golf Juliet X-Ray Echo. Another cargo door and Airbus A220-300, and there's a boarding door. Here's the horizontal stabilizers with the elevators on it, and the vertical stabilizer with the tail number 3102. Unfortunately, it's not very detailed and there's no rudder. Look on the other side. You can see cockpit windows, nose gear, L1 boarding door, Air Canada logo and writing, the engine, winglets, wings. It's basically identical though. The registration, Airbus A220-300, the back boarding door, and the horizontal and vertical stabilizers. Take a look at the bottom of the airplane. You can see the Air Canada maple leaf logo, which all Air Canada planes have on the back of this. But then there's where the landing gear compartments are, Gemini Jets logo, and some black on the very bottom, and then on the side parts is white, and there is the APU exhaust pipe on the very edge of the fuselage. At the top we have the Wi-Fi box and some antennas for radar and communication. I have flown the Airbus A220 a few times from Edmonton to Montreal, from New York, LaGuardia to Montreal, and from Montreal back to Edmonton, and also from Edmonton to Toronto on Air Canada. And anyways, thank you guys for watching, but first I'll give you a look of the front and sides of the airplane. Here's the front. You can see it looks really good with the engines pointing out. This is a very detailed model. Side view, and the back view, and then the other side view. And that brings us to the end of this model aircraft review. I think it is a very good model, and if I were to put it in a review, I'd put it as either 7 or 8 out of 10. And I will have another model review coming up for a Herpa WestJet 737 MAX 8 in 1-500 scale, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys back in the next video.